Hi guys, and welcome to today's video, and it's my 19th week pregnancy update. So congratulations if you are also 19 weeks pregnant, or if you're pregnant at all and just looking for a few kind of weekly updates to know what to expect. I love watching pregnancy videos, and I have been this whole pregnancy because I love hearing what other people have to say, any advice, etc, etc. I'm just going to address the fact I'm in like a nightshirt. It's a friend's one, so cute, from Primark. I've been living in these like night dressy things. They're so comfortable, especially when you're pregnant. So I've been living in this. This is like a size extra large because I just got the biggest size they had, and my hair is up because I'm ready to have a nap because naps are life, and I just thought I'd film this video like this because, you know, I'm keeping it real with these videos. So in terms of my 19-week update, I haven't made many notes actually on what's happened this week. There's a few things in terms of like symptoms and things like that that I will touch on, but this is probably going to be a little shorter video, which hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below if you have any extra questions that I don't mention, but I am just going by the notes on my phone that I've made for the last week, and without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I've noted down is that I'm beginning to get really nervous for the scan. I don't really know why. I just think, you know, with any appointment, or especially with scan appointments where they physically see the baby, I just have this overriding sense of nerve because I just feel like something could be wrong, or, you know, it's very natural, and I know a lot of people have this as well. But I am just getting particularly nervous because I just think this could be my last scan. It is the last one I think you're offered on the NHS unless you need another one. So this could be my last opportunity to, I guess, check things. I know that the 20-week scan is like an anatomy kind of scan, so they check for like everything. So they're checking like length of everything, development of organs, and they're checking as much as possible because obviously for them that's an indicator of whether things are growing as they should, if there are any problems or anything to look out for. But for some reason I am just like, I have that sick in my stomach feeling about the scan, and I'm really looking forward to having it, and I can't basically wait for it to be over. And I just want to obviously make sure that everything's okay, but I feel like a lot rides on like women going into scans because I feel like I would just be full of guilt if something was wrong, and I would just feel solely responsible. And I know that's not the case, and there's so many factors that can come into that, but I'm so nervous for the scan. I'm just going to say I am just so nervous. So obviously I'm looking forward to having it and putting my mind at ease, but I think it's just like a mum's prerogative that things could go wrong, and you just want to make sure that things are okay. So yeah, I am getting nervous for it. I do just really want to have it now. It's not long to wait. It's literally like a week's time. So obviously I'll let you guys know how it goes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing he or her again. And I think I mentioned again before, but for the gender, we are going to ask them to look and just to write it down in an envelope, and then we're going to have our gender reveal party. So whilst we're going to get them to check the gender, we're not going to find out on the scan date, which I don't know why we've done this because I just really wish I could find out. But the priority for me during that scan is to make sure that everything's okay. So yeah, I'm definitely getting nervous. I think because it's so soon now, and our last scan went so well that it almost felt too good to be true. So I'll keep you updated. I'm sure I'm just being a little bit silly, but you know, how can you not be a little bit scared? It's just, I don't know. I just really want to have it now. So another note that I've made on my phone here is that my hair and my nails are growing much faster and stronger. Now on my nails, I guess it's a little bit harder to tell because I actually have acrylics on, but I did have the acrylics taken off and a new set put on the other day, and my nail tech commented on how well my nails were considering I've had acrylics on them, and I honestly put that down to pregnancy. I know that my nails are growing so much faster, which is bad for when you have infills, because, you know, you have to go kind of closer together, and then they look a little bit silly when they've grown out too much, but I'm having to like stretch it a little bit more. So I've noticed that they're growing like much quicker, but I did notice when they took the acrylics off they were much stronger. So I think when I have the baby I'm going to have acrylics taken off and just have like a treatening powder put on them, just because I love having my nails done. I think especially as I'm engaged, it's just nice to have your nails, and like for me that's like my treat every month. But yeah, I've definitely noticed that they're getting much stronger, and my hair is growing a lot quicker, but it's also remaining quite thick. I've definitely noticed that my hair has got thicker during this pregnancy. It looks much healthier, much fuller, which is great. In last week's video we did gender kind of old wives tales, and that is indicating that it could be a boy, I think. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know whether that has any kind of, I guess, truth to it. But yeah, my hair is definitely getting thicker, which I'm not mad at. I just hope that it stays like that after pregnancy too. I'm taking loads of prenatal vitamins, which obviously could be an indicator of that too. But yeah, I told you that as soon as I feel the baby move, I will let you know. And I have done, and it's so weird. I think I felt it a little bit before, but I've had someone in my family in hospital over the last couple of weeks, and the first time I felt it move was at work, and I kind of was I was in a webinar, and I was watching a webinar, and I could just feel it moving, and I was like, oh my god, that's the baby. But it almost felt like a bit of a like your stomach drops, and I think because I've had someone that I know in hospital and they're in a really, really bad way, I think I've been having that feeling. Well, the baby's been moving, but I've just put it down to, like, I guess, thinking about them in hospital and having that like stomach drop feeling, and that's not been really nice at all. But I don't really want to go into that. But I definitely was like, for sure felt it move. Like I said, I was watching a webinar at work, and it was like when your leg twitches, it was like that. So I put my hand on my stomach because I thought, oh, I hope it isn't like just wind or something. And literally I had it pushed my hand back a little bit, and I was just like, the girl sat next to me wasn't listening to the webinar, and I was like, I just felt that baby move, and it was so exciting. So yeah, I've begun to feel it move, and ever since then, now I know what it feels like. I felt it move a lot more, like especially when I'm sat down. I've not yet felt it now, but I've had my hand on my stomach just in case I felt it move. But I found that the main times that it moves is when I'm at work, because I'm sat at a desk, and especially when I'm in bed. So especially if I've had like a bath and I've got into bed, it's like my muscles are so relaxed that it's just having a little party in there. So that's so reassuring. And I was getting a bit worried that I hadn't felt it move, because I was thinking, everyone's videos that I'm watching is like, oh, I felt it move and it's like this, and I was just like, I really want to know. But yeah, for sure it started to move and I can feel it. Rich hasn't been able to feel it yet, even though he's had his hand on my stomach whilst it's been moving. I think because I can feel it like internally and externally, it feels a lot more dramatic. But I'm looking forward to when he can actually feel it. But yeah, that was really exciting, and it's really reassuring for me. I think especially as I've been so nervous about the scan, that actually feeling it move around in there is a really reassuring feeling. So that's been really cool, and I've loved it. Like, I love knowing that it's having a little wriggle and stuff like that. So yeah, so much fun, and it is such a weird sensation. It is like how everyone describes it, like little flutters. It's like when you have like a muscle twitch in your leg, and you like, it literally just like goes like that for no reason. And like I said, it felt almost like your stomach was dropping, and I suppose it's like surrounded in fluids, so it's going to be this like very fluidy movement. But yeah, it was really cool, and now I just keep feeling it move, which is lovely. Still not felt it move in this video yet, but I'll definitely let you know if I'm filming and it's having a little wriggle, because it's so cool, and it's so nice to like actually feel it and know that it's your baby. It's quite scary as well, but yeah, really cool. And the last symptom is that I mentioned last week I hadn't thrown up. I even touched wood and everything, hoping that that was a sign that it was stopping. And all week I was fine. I was like, oh my god, I've made it 2 weeks. And on the last day of week 19, which was yesterday, it was horrible. I was like cleaning my teeth, and I just remember thinking, oh god, and I threw up, and it was just horrendous. I thought I'd got away with it. Rich was actually up this time, because it's the first time that Rich has actually been in the house whilst I've been sick, because he's managed to avoid it every time. And I just feel like he's probably thinking I'm making it up a little bit. But yeah, he was actually in the house. He didn't realise though. I was like, oh, I've just been sick. And he's like, oh, you okay? I was like, yeah, fine, thanks. Thanks for the sympathy. But yeah, that wasn't very nice. It's again at the same time of the morning, about 8 o'clock of the morning. Just horrendous, not fun at all. Honestly, if you don't have morning sickness during your pregnancy, I envy you so much. I got all the way up to, I think it was like week 12 or week 13, I can't quite remember, but if you look back at my videos, I tell you when it starts. And I thought I'd got away with it, and I thought that you only get morning sickness in the first trimester. First of all, how wrong was I? And second of all, I wish that was the case, because this trimester has like made up for the fact that I've jinxed myself saying that. So yeah, that's not been very fun, and it's come back, so I'm really hoping that it just stops. Please stop, because it's horrendous. I don't like throwing up at all. It's the worst feeling, and especially first thing in the morning, it makes you feel like horrible all day. So yeah, that's been that. I'm just going to look on the Pregnancy Plus app now at the size of the baby. So this week it's the size of a grapefruit, and it's measuring 15.3 centimetres from crown to rump. And it's really important to know that this week is the last week that they measure it from, like, I think top of the head to like basically like the bum or something like that. And then next week it spikes up to 25.6 centimetres, but that is from crown to heel. Oh yeah, it's crown to rump this week. So because I guess that the baby's legs are always kind of folded in at this stage, that they can't measure it and get an accurate reading of how long the legs are. But next week they're starting to wriggle around a little bit more, so I guess it makes measuring their legs a lot easier. So yeah, 15.3, that's like 6 inches. That's such a big size. But yeah, a grapefruit is quite a sturdy fruit, so we are a grapefruit at this moment in time, which is really exciting. Let's go by animal. Atlantic puffin. That's so cute. That is super, super cute. And by sweet, we are an ice cream cone. Again, I don't know how an Atlantic puffin and an ice cream cone are the same size, but it gives you a nice indication if you like those types of things. So that is that. I also really like the Over Your Pregnancy app, where you get the little handprints. I'll quickly show you my bump at the moment. Like I said, I'm wearing this nightdress, so excuse the state of me. But I thought I'd show you anyway, because I'm getting a lot bigger now. I'll quickly show you my bump at the moment. Like I said, I'm wearing this nightdress, so excuse the state of me. But I thought I'd show you anyway, because I'm getting a lot bigger now. So that's kind of my bump. This dress, because this is so big, you can't tell fully like the past couple of weeks, but it's definitely beginning to come out a lot more from the top here, and it's beginning to get a bit more rounder, but I'm definitely carrying quite low, so that could indicate that I'm having a boy. Not long left now until we get to find out, but yeah, that's how I'm looking at the moment. I feel like I'm getting bigger and bigger by the week, which is really cool. So I guess that's it for this week's video. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. But if you have any questions for me down below, just leave them there and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. And thank you to everyone that has been commenting on my videos. It's so lovely to have your support and have a bit of a community online, because I think with pregnancy, good or bad, it's so important to talk to people. And it's lovely that I have like a way of expressing how I'm going through things. And if I feel really shit one week, I will tell you, and if I feel really good, I will tell you. And I think it's really good to make sure you're honest in pregnancy, and if you are struggling, do speak out. Even if you just want to speak to one person, you know, please do comment down below, or DM me or something on Twitter, because pregnancy isn't always easy, and I get that, like, and it's not. And honestly, if I'm having a really tough time, then I will let you guys know, because it's so important to make sure that you talk about things, and that's how you're going to help deal with it, is by having a conversation with people. And yeah, it's just so important, so please don't hesitate to get in touch if you would like to. But yeah, I hope that all of you mummy-to-bees are really excited. I know that I am. Come on, 20 weeks, it's so not long until my scan. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how that goes, and I'll see you guys in my next week's video. Bye guys!